be lost.
You stuck-up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf herder!
Ooh, scruff.
What's up, Nerf Herders? Han here with another exotic good or bad review. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the exotic hand cannon Hawkmoon. Hawkmoon was a PlayStation exclusive for year 1 that moved over to Xbox with the Taken King for year 2. So this gun's been around for quite a while. It will show up in Crucible matches. You don't see it as much as you used to, but it does show up. But the perks for this gun are Luck in the Chamber, which causes a random bullet in the chamber to do extra damage, and then the exotic perk for the weapon is Holding Aces, which causes 2 more random bullets to do extra damage. So this means that 3 of the bullets in the clip, or the magazine, will do extra damage, which means this gun can pack a serious punch against players and enemies. So it's best to hold off on reloading this weapon until you're getting to the bottom of your clip. That way you know that you have used those 3 random lucky bullets to do extra damage to players. The middle tree perks are Hammer Forged, which increases range, Quick Draw, which speeds up the time it takes to aim down the sights, and finally Speed Reload, which increases reload speed, obviously. As for what perks I use in the middle tree, I prefer Hammer Forged. I like to have more range on my weapons so I don't have to get as close to players to be able to do maximum damage. Plus, range is what actually contributes to aim assist. So if you like aim assists, I would go with the ranged one over any of the other perks. But Quick Draw does have a noticeable increase in aiming down the sights compared to versions that aren't using Quick Draw. It does go a little bit faster. Right here you can see the aiming speed with Quick Draw active and the aiming speed with Hammer Forged active. You can see that the Quick Draw is definitely a little bit faster. However, I still prefer the extra bit of range over the faster aiming. Speed Reload cut down the time it took to reload by a couple frames. It's not actually a whole lot. You can see right here that it is only a couple frames faster. I slowed it down to about 40% of the normal speed. So you can see that it's really not that different. When I would go into Crucible matches using this perk, it really only came in handy when I would be in a situation where I would take out a guy or just use up a whole clip and I needed to reload quickly. Was the only time that I really found that useful. The gun already has a pretty decent reload speed. So like I said, I would go with Hammer Forged over any of the other middle tree perks, just so you can have that little bit of extra range to be able to take out enemies from further, and also you have a little bit more aim assist with the boost to the range. As for barrels, it has 2 that increase range and impact but add more recoil to the gun. Those are Accurized Ballistics and Field Choke. The last barrel is Aggressive Ballistic, which adds more impact but also more recoil and takes away quite a bit of your range. So to be honest with you, I use Accurized Ballistics. Field Choke would be another good, decent one to use, but I would try to avoid Aggressive Ballistics because it's going to take away range, give you more recoil, and only give you a tiny bit of impact. You barely notice the impact increase. Now, one of the downfalls of Hawkmoon is it has a fairly low aim assist compared to the rest of the guns in Destiny. It has an aim assist of 50, which means you will want to make sure that you take your time and have pretty decent aim if you want to be landing headshots with this thing. So you got to take your time, you got to actually aim. That slow down, where your crosshairs slow down as you drag over enemies, won't be as noticeable compared to other guns in the game. So it's got a low aim assist, but overall, I have a lot of fun with this gun. I've been trying to get back into hand cannons. I'm having a lot of fun with Hawkmoon. It is a great gun to pick up. It's fun to use. It looks awesome. So on a scale of good to bad, I'm going to have to give Hawkmoon a good. The weapon has some great perks and it hits like a truck. This thing hits really hard. The only downfall is you have to make sure that you take your time and actually aim the weapon at where you want to hit. The game's not going to do as much of the work for you as with other guns. So take your time. Only downfall of the gun, but it hits hard. It's a good gun. You guys should check it out if you haven't ever used it. It's fun. That's going to wrap up the video, guys. You guys stay scruffy looking, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.